So it was a half shloka which was written there, and as soon as he recited this half shloka, the horse died there, accepted a four-armed form and went back to the spiritual world. So the effect of these spiritual places and potent places is described in many Puranas, in many stories. In the kingdom of Gauda Desha, there was a king by name Narsingha, a great king who used to wage wars even with demigods. Such a capable person. And once, a great king who used to wage wars even with demigods. Such a capable person. He had his son to assist him, and one commander-in-chief by name Sarvair. So this commander-in-chief, he was a greedy person and envious person. He thought, every time, because of my assistance, the king is winning and he is taking the credit. So let me kill the king along with the support of the prince and let me become the king. Because of his sinful desire and his karma, very soon, before he could execute his plan, he got cholera and he died. And because of his bad activities, he had taken the birth of a horse in Sindh Pradesha. The horses in Sindh are very famous. So he became a very beautiful horse. Exquisite qualities of that horse were present in that hymn. So once one businessman from Gauda Desha went to Sindh, he saw that horse. By recognizing all the good qualities, he immediately paid a huge amount for that horse and brought to the king's palace and asked the king that I have bought a very best horse, would you like to purchase? The king said, present the horse. The horse was presented. By seeing the horse, the king was very much fascinated. He paid whatever the amount the businessman had asked. By seeing the good qualities, the king wanted to keep that as his personal vehicle. After some days, the king wanted to go for a hunting experience. So he sat on that horse and started going. After visiting some certain speed, the horse was of too heavy speed. His retinue was somewhere other distance mein hi hai. He was following deer, all these things and all. So he went deep into the forest. So after going deep into the forest, he became very tired. Because of his tiredness, he got down from the horse, tied the horse to a tree and sat down on a big rock there. And he was trying to, for that parishrama, he is trying to remove his fatigue. Suddenly there was a cool breeze blowing from one direction and a small piece of paper came and landed next to him. So in that paper, there was a shloka of Bhagavad Gita, 15.15. Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivisto matta smriti jnanam apohanancha. So this is a shloka from that Purushottama Yoga. So it was a half shloka which was written there, and as soon as he recited this half shloka, the horse died there, accepted a four-armed form and went back to the spiritual world. A divine airplane came and took up that horse in a spiritual form with four-armed form. It went to Vaikuntha. So this person became very astonished. Then he saw in the nearby there was a sage ashrama. He went to the ashrama. There was a devotee there who was serving in that ashrama. So he went and offered respects to that devotee there, and he had asked, what is this place and what is the speciality of this place? And that the devotee started reciting, explaining, this is the place where his guru had performed severe austerities, and it was the place where he was giving discourses on Bhagavad Gita. Maybe the paper which had flown away was the one of the Gurukula students would have caught, and that paper would have carried away because of the air. And he was explaining how that horse had achieved four-armed form. Then he started explaining to him that the horse was his minister who wanted to kill him and accept the post, and because of cholera he died and he became that horse, and in this horse he came in touch with the spiritually potent place, and he was immediately purified, and he went back home, back to God. Then king also became very much serious. He went back home, handed over the kingdom to his son, and came back to the ashrama to practice his further life and to hear more of Bhagavad Gita, and he also went back home, back to Godhead after he quit his body. So such is the potency of these places. A minute association with that holy place or the holy person can give us the highest benefit in one's spiritual life. And we are all fortunate that we got that very highest opportunity to associate in the form of Srila Prabhupada. So that we should utilize this opportunity and we should make our life successful.